you're my queen from Boston. Survive, I'm your king from Boston. Survive, you're the queen.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? You just straight out of Boston here, aka the King of Boston, and today we have episode 1 of the Drazen Petrovic Create a Legend. With Drazen Petrovic, we put him back on the New Jersey Nets, where he made a name for himself. Now, I know a bunch of you probably don't know who Drazen Petrovic is, but I will be explaining that through the course of the video. You're just going to have to stay with me. There are a couple of things I wanted to address in this video. First things first, I'm back from Cape Cod. Had a good weekend, for those of you wondering, and should be back to the regular video uploading schedule for the week. Now, a lot of you guys said you wanted to see some 2K, so I decided I would oblige. I don't know how often I'm going to post this, to be honest, but I decided that I'd give you guys at least a dose of it. You can see here, I'm the 6th man to start out. My hope is that if I start, then they push Joe Johnson to the 3 and put Gerald Wallace as the 6th man, because they've run that lineup a couple times. They've even ran Gerald Wallace at the 4 a couple times with me and Joe Johnson in, or I should say Drazen and Joe Johnson in. But then the problem is that Brook Lopez plays center. We don't really have any rebounders, because Brook Lopez is not a good rebounder. That's the big downfall for the Nets this year, or for the Brooklyn Nets in the coming year. But anyway, so Drazen Petrovic, Create a Legend. If you guys don't know who Drazen Petrovic is, he's my favorite basketball player of all time. I never saw him play live because he died before I was born. But the story of his career was he played in, I believe his nationality is Croatia, and he would have played on the '92 Olympic team that played the Dream Team in the final. However, there was I don't know the entire backstory, but you know, there's some wars and stuff going on in that kind of area of Europe at the time, splitting the nations. But anyway, he would have played on that team, and he played in Croatia, I believe. I apologize if I'm getting any of this info wrong, but I believe he played overseas, I know, for a little bit. Then got a spot on the Portland Trailblazers team. In this game, he's actually on the 1990-91 Trailblazers, which is what this is how I'm using him. The only thing I changed about him was his jump shot. I tried to make it look a little bit more like it did in real life. Now, so Drazen really made a name for himself, though, after I believe he was traded to the New Jersey Nets. He was on the team with, like, Derek Coleman, and I want to say Kenny Anderson, but I feel like that's wrong. Anyway, I really should have looked some stuff up before, but anyway. And if you guys are wondering, I am using some new updated rosters. So you see Joe Johnson on the Nets, Bradley Beal is on the Wizards, along with Emeka Okafor and Trevor Ariza. We have that, like, Russian guy, that guy right there, Teletovic. I really don't know who he is, but he's pretty good, not gonna lie. He starts over Chris Humphries, at least with this roster, so, which I am quite fine with. He's a lot better than Chris Humphries in this game, so. And you see here, I drive to the lane, pick up a foul, and I just want to let everyone know, I am playing on Hall of Fame, as you're gonna see on the 5-second free throw things, because I know in the 2K community, everyone loves to brag about what difficulty they play on. I honestly don't care. But I thought I would mention it for those who do. Anyway, so Drazen Petrovic, when he was traded to the Nets, really made a name for himself there. Reggie Miller is actually, even though he said one time he likes to call himself the greatest shooter of all time, but if there was ever someone who would give a run for his money, it was Drazen Petrovic. Yeah, I mean, I don't have his career stats up with me right now, but he was definitely one of the greatest scorers that I've ever seen. You know, personally, highlights and stuff like that, but you see Bradley Beal with a nice slam there. Anyway, so yes, my favorite basketball player of all time. I thought I would put him on the Brooklyn Nets, although if I could have, I would have given them, like, you know, the new team. I know they haven't released their uniforms yet, but people make custom rosters a lot with them, and custom teams that I would have used if I could have, but I cannot, sadly. This is not on the PC, this is on the PS3. So, too bad for that. Anyway, so Drazen, this is his first NBA game back, you should say back from the dead. He did die in a car crash on June 7th, 1993, which really cut his career short, which is mainly why most of you have probably never heard of this guy. He could have been one of the all-time greats, but like I said, career cut short really when he was getting into his prime. I believe he died when he was 28, which is, you know, usually the prime for a lot of athletes. So anyway, this is definitely gonna be a fun series. I know I have fun playing with this guy. I changed his number to number 3, gave him the little left elbow pad that he kind of, I don't know, for me, kind of became so famous for. I mean, not famous for, but it kind of became, I don't know, something that I always thought of when I thought of Drazen Petrovic. And I gave him some KDs that kind of looked like the shoes he wore when he played, but not particularly. But anyway, we're going to pick up the win here in Drazen's first game, 123-107 over the New Look Washington Wizards. I'm going to show you guys his skill points, or like his goals and stuff, and then his stats. But anyway, that's going to wrap it up for me, so hope you guys enjoyed. Please thumbs up the video if you did, and subscribe if you want to see more 2K videos. And yeah, pretty excited for 2K13. For those of you wondering, definitely getting it. And so yeah, thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'm out. Peace.